You're showing us the way.
Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Y'all heard the music. We let it play, so we let you have time to get your coffee and your juice, whatever you need to get to sit down and join us for our All Confident Weekend. You see, I got on my t-shirt. I'm going to tell you how to get one because we all need one. Compliments of IWEARMI. So we are here today. We are excited. We're talking about kids and confidence. We have some great guests, so I'm not going to get on my soapbox like I usually do. We're going to get right to it. We diving right in. We have Candy Corbins of Eye Candy Hair Studio, who actually is a former grantee from our community building grants, here to tell us about an exciting confidence booster workshop that she has going, and then we're going to jump right into confidence. But we're going to start with the workshop because Candy is joining us from work.
Good morning, guys.
Morning.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Sorry. I have to have my mask on because I'm at work. So tomorrow, Eye Candy Hair Studio, in conjunction with Naomi's Neighbors and a few kids from Evanston Township High School, are going to be putting on an event where we're going to be giving away, we have 50 bags, and they're going to be outside so people can walk up or drive up and pick up their bags. And then we're going to be doing a live demo starting at 3 o'clock. Due to the weather and social distancing, I think we're also going to stream it live on Facebook. So we'll go live on Facebook and also do the demos. And pretty much this is for junior high girls. And we're going to do 2 or 3 styles that these ladies can do at home on their own, something to make them feel empowered and make them take responsibility for their own hair and how they feel and how they look. So that's going to be tomorrow from 2 to 4 at 1705 Central Street here in Evanston at Eye Candy Hair Studio.
And Candy, can you tell us where would we find it on Facebook Live? Would it be on your page?
So on Facebook, it's going to be on my page. And my page is Candy Corbins, and that's KandiCorbins. It's not private or anything. It's only because I can't figure out how to get it done on Eye Candy Hair Studio.
No, we love that. We love that. And we love the social distance part. We'll make sure we put it in the comments. This is amazing. Candy, really quick, because we know you got to go. Just tell us how hair connects to confidence. I know we all have a hair story, but tell us how that connects.
Well, I'll start by telling you how this event even came about. We had gotten a little bit of grant money from the young ladies that I told you about, from the high school students, and they decided to give their money to some businesses in the community that they felt supported the Black community. And so they gave us this money, and I said, well, I don't want to just take this money. I'd like to take this money and do something to give back. So I held on to the money for a couple of months, and then I started getting these phone calls from a few teachers and also just concerned people in the community. And the phone calls were about all these young girls who didn't want to turn on their cameras at school, because all the kids are learning from home. And people were calling us like, is there something you can do? If we bring in 2 girls, how much would it cost? And I thought to myself, well, why don't we try to be proactive? If we could put together some products so these girls could handle their hair at home, it would be better than just giving them one hairstyle, So we thought, let's put something together for these kids so that they can feel good about themselves and learn how to take care of their hair on their own. And so what you were asking is, how does hair relate to confidence? Well, I think how you feel on the inside sometimes reflects on the outside. But if you're feeling great on the inside and you don't know how to make it look like that on the outside, sometimes it may affect how you feel on the inside. So I think that there's a direct correlation. We have I'm going to show you guys this thing. Somebody gave us this for Christmas, and I think it really resonates with what we got going on here. It's actually a Bible verse, and it says, a woman's hair is her glory.
Beautiful.
And that's Corinthians, 1 Corinthians 11-15. And so this is kind of how it relates to what you guys are talking about today in our event tomorrow.
Candy, I love it. This is an amazing event. Thank you from the community for doing this. Again, this is for junior high girls. It's so funny. I met Candy. Candy was maybe not even quite in junior high, braiding my daughter's hair. And here she is now, a great entrepreneur and giving back to the community. Candy, thank you for your service. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's iCandy Hair Studio, guys. Tomorrow, 17:05 Central. We will put it in the comments. Thank you, Candy. 2 to 4. Thank you, Candy. I'll see you. I'll see you next week. All right. Thanks, guys. We know Candy has to go. We're going to keep going. This is amazing. We are going to come next to Rachel Holmes. I'm going to let Miss Betty, who we met yesterday, she says, I need to introduce Rachel. So I'm going to let Betty introduce our next guest. And I'll come back on the end and talk a little bit.
I met Rachel when she was in high school. I was asked to facilitate a workshop, and Rachel was the only person that showed up. But I was so impressed the fact that she did show up, and the questions that she asked, the comments that she had to make, and she made a real impression on me. And I knew that I would be hearing from her in the future. So I'm so proud and pleased and happy to present Rachel Holmes with IWEARMI. Take it away, Rachel.
Hi, good morning, everybody. Thank you, advocates, for having me. I really appreciate it. As she said, I am Rachel Holmes, the CEO and founder of IWEARMI, which is a lifestyle brand whose goal and mission is to ignite and reignite confidence in the lives of girls and women. An Evanston native, I love Evanston. And just with the work that I do in the community as it relates to our girls and confidence. Confidence for me, it goes back to when I was in high school and 15 years old. I found myself pregnant. And it was around that time where I began to question some things like, okay, well, how did you get here? What happened? And it wasn't that I didn't have, 2 active parents. It wasn't that I didn't have, just active family and things like that. And it was just more so from decision-making and just outside influences. And because that happened, I asked myself, well, let's go back to the age in which you first started to question yourself, when you first started to allow outside influences to just impact your movements, right? Impact how you felt about yourself, impact, just you questioning yourself and things like that. And I went back as far as 9 years old that I could remember. And I just remember outside influences, talking about me to the point where I didn't feel good about myself. I started to question myself. And this was a shock for me. This was uncomfortable for me when I had parents telling me, good things about me. And so I found myself at 15 and pregnant and dealt with, confidence stuff from 9 to 15, from 15 to how I want to say about 23. And it was around that time where I said, you know what, I need to do something about this. I can't be the only person or the only young woman who struggles with confidence, struggles with feeling good about herself, struggles with just the mindset wrapped around being able to accomplish stuff. And so that's when I came up with a t-shirt line where it was just my confidence. I'm going to wear my confidence. And I came up with that t-shirt line after struggling with, confidence issues and things like that. And that t-shirt line turned into my very first girls confidence conference in 2015. And from there, it's just been the pursuit to just give girls the opportunity to just understand confidence and how it just means being a statement, whether it's hair, whether it's clothes, whatever, mindset, just to help them understand that confidence really impacts so much, right? We can have all these influences, all these things around us, but it's our confidence that helps us take life to the next level. And so I started my first girls conference in 2015 and have done things yearly as it relates to confidence and just pouring into the Evanston community and the girls in it, starting as young as age 9 all the way up, right? And so that is just my mission, is to help reignite, ignite, and just help girls maintain confidence Because if we have all these influences that negatively impact us and have, you know, let's say we have just as much impact in a positive way to just help girls change their lives and just maintain their confidence and, you know, find ways to tap back in once they feel like they've lacked confidence or just need that boost again. So that's what I do in the Evanston community as it relates to our girls. And I don't know if I was supposed to go into that or if you guys had questions, but I just started talking. Okay.
I love every piece of it, Rachel. And I'm so glad that you said confidence can change your life.
Yeah, absolutely.
Confidence can change your life. The way you walk in a room, the way you receive things, the way, you know, what you put out into the universe, all starts with confidence. Period.
Absolutely, absolutely. And like I said,
love that.
I said, a person can just have all these things, but just lack the confidence to do things, right? We can have mentors, we can have, you know, influencers and stuff like that. And we can still lack the confidence to go after the things that we want to do. And so I believe, you know, just helping girls just realize the importance of confidence and how it goes into just everyday life.
And we're seeing with our young people so much that this struggle is real. It's here. What can you say to parents who see their kids struggling with that? And you know, kids are not always want to talk to parents and open up, but you see the struggle. What can you say to the parents out there watching today? As
a parent myself, I would just encourage them to meet their kids where they're at and allow themselves and to just respond and not react to what it is that kids have to say. I have found that when we just react, whether it be with our emotions, our responses, our tones, it makes kids shut down to the point where they won't come back and they won't share because they'll be afraid to share. But I've found that when you respond and you respond in a way where they are comfortable, it helps them come back to you and just share and be open and just want to share the things that they're dealing with and things like that at home versus going outside to do those things.
Thank you, Rachel. Demita, did you have a question for Rachel?
Hi, Rachel. Thanks for joining us. Do you have anything coming up in the near future for our youth with confidence?
I do. I'm actually in partnership with YLU in Evanston, and we are working on a 4-part series where we're going to be offering a confidence builder series, but it's for the kid entrepreneur. So it's going to be a 4-part series where we're going to literally help kids identify a business that they want to start, work on their business, and then launch their business to their family and friends. So that is coming up. We do not have a date, but it is definitely something that we're working on to start at the beginning of 2021.
Thank you.
No problem.
That is exciting. And speaking of business, can we talk about these T-shirts? Can we talk about these T-shirts? And I see they come in black, so not just for girls. I think everybody should have one. Confident, period. Sometimes you got to remind yourself. I love it. I'll be wearing it. Tell us about them. Tell us about the T-shirt line. Let's put it in the comments where to get one. Christmas is coming up, y'all. This is the perfect gift.
Absolutely. It is the perfect gift. What she just said, right? My T-shirt line, it was birthed out of postpartum depression, and it was literally an outlet for me. It became me taking all that negative energy that I had and was experiencing while I was going through postpartum depression and turning it into a positive. And it was something, my T-shirt line, IWEARMI, literally pulled me out of a place of depression. And from that, it literally, I tell people all the time, IWEARMI saved my life. And IWEARMI is going to be a forever brand for me because it literally saved my life. And so with IWEARMI, my goal is to just provide women and girls with the experience of like, hey, you can wear this thing. And when it's something about when a woman likes her outfit, when she feels good, she's just a different woman, right? She shows up differently. She's able to just make a statement. And that's what IWEARMI is just helping you make a statement as it relates to being confident. Whether I wear it with heels or some Chuck Taylors.
Right?
I'm gonna make this statement.
Or some boots. It's boot season. You can get us some boots. Well, please put it in the comment, Rachel. Congratulations. You've changed the game. You can boost Black business. You can get a confident t-shirt. You can do the whole thing all in one. We are excited for you and your business. I'm so proud of you. You know, I've known you since way back in the day, you and your sister. So I love you. It's just to see you grow and to become this great, great woman. I feel a part of it. So thank you so much.
So thank you. Thank you, love.
Thank you. All right, guys, we're going to keep it coming. We got some guests for y'all. We're going to change it up. We got Officer, we claim him as our own. Officer Adam Howard, here to tell us about Officer and a Gentleman. We're going to talk about the guy side of things right now.
Yes, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Kim, thank you for having me on the show. I would be remiss if I didn't commend Rachel Holmes for her inspiring story. So thank you for everything that you do for the girls and young women in the community. So my name is Officer Adam Howard. I'm with the Evanston Police Department. I've been with the Community Policing Unit for nearly 5 years now. We're with the department for 12. I'm currently assigned to the 5th Ward, which is the best ward in Evanston. Too bad Ms. Holmes isn't on the line for her to hear it. But in 2017, I co-founded the male mentoring program called the Officer and Gentleman Academy. And our mission is to educate, inspire, and empower young men to reach their full potential. And the vision of the program is to basically build strong young Black men. I grew up in a single parent household. My mother was tough. I would say she was mother/gangster, but she did what she could, to keep me out of trouble. But one thing that she told me is that you can't use that as a crutch for the simple fact that your father wasn't present. And I had to learn how to be a man from doing things outside of the house. And I think my purpose and passion really comes from the things that I've experienced as a young Black man. And if I could share my experiences of overcoming adversity with young men in the community, then that's what I intend to do. So we've ran this program successfully for 4 years now. We've mentored nearly 50 Black and brown students within the Evanston community. Some of our students have gone on to ETHS and have joined the football team as team captains. They've done some incredible things. The debate team, one of our students went to Harvard University for a debate competition. So I'm just incredibly proud of the young men that we mentor. You learn so much from them, and not only initially began this program, we wanted to teach them some things, but as we began to, do these activities outside of the community, you learn so much about yourselves. One thing is that you have to have immense patience when you have 13 to 14 middle schoolers, especially when we would go on our field trips to the auto show. That's where we go for our financial literacy assignment. So each one of them receives a credit score, and their credit score is predicated on their behavior and grades in school. So if you got D's and F's, you're going to get a 300, 400, 500 credit score. But it's very interesting because they walk the showroom, they see the vehicle that they want to select, but then they can't select it because of their credit score, because their reputation precedes them. And then we actually go through these steps on how you could build up your credit score. And also we have Daisy Copeland, who delivers the financial literacy lesson for our young men. So it's such a teachable moment, as well as the necktie demonstration. Every year we host our kickoff, and we have men from the community teach our young men how to tie a necktie. It's imperative that each and every one of our young men learns how to tie a necktie in our program. We meet every Wednesday from 4 to 6 p.m. Each one of them have to have a shirt and tie. They can wear jeans, they can wear sneakers, but they have to have a shirt and tie. If they come to class without a tie, I find them the ugliest tie I can find in the closet. It's going to be one of those ugly Christmas ties that was given to me at a holiday party. We also do community service. Some of our kids, they make mistakes, and mistakes are inevitable. We tell them that all the time. You're going to make mistakes. But if it becomes a habit, that's a choice. If you continue to make those mistakes, okay, there are going to be consequences. And sometimes they may not have consequences in the household, but in our program, there's going to be consequences for your actions. Therefore, you know, and Kim knows I've connected with her to have some of our young men do community service. So they've mowed people's lawns, they've raked leaves, you know, they've done all of these things. They've cleaned up the church, because I really want this to be a learning lesson for them that, you know, although you're going to make these mistakes, you have so many people that are supporting you. You know, for someone to open up their home, for you to come in and do some community service, evidently, like, they care about you. You know, they're invested in your success. And that's one of the things that we try to convey to the young men in our program.
I love that. And I love the credit score based on your behavior. I love that so much. And I love that you give them a chance to repair your credit. Because, you know, we all have made some mistakes and been down that road. So
absolutely.
Got some credit repair going on. I love that.
And we go every year. So they have a chance to repair their credit. And that's actually happened before, where a young man, he was getting into trouble in school, and, you know, he wasn't able to select that Cadillac Escalade. But, you know, he was able to repair his credit. Then the following year, you know, he was eager to go back to the auto show. He was like, oh, yeah, I'm ready. I'm picking up that Escalade today.
I love it. I mean, that's in real time, and what you know, people can connect to. I can connect to that. So I love it. And confidence for me, and I really heard you when you said you give them a chance to give something back, to know that they have something to give. You know, that's worth. When I know that there's something I have that somebody may need, whether it's raking some leaves to clean up, but I have that to give. So that's huge, Adam. Thank you so much for your service. I know Glenn had a question for you.
Yeah, what's up, man?
Mr. Mackey.
Yes.
What's going on, sir?
I'm doing great.
Man. I miss those Western Area Black Club meetings.
Hey, you got to come on back after pandemic.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm here for it.
Well, check this out. I was just thinking, you know, during this pandemic, seeing that our young Black youth in general have a very weak support base when it comes to our school systems and stuff. And the program that you're in, that you founded, is a beacon of light for a lot of these troubled young Black men and brown men. How do you keep them enthused during this pandemic when everything around them has shut down? And do you find more young Black men reaching out to you to try to get on board?
Yes, it's been incredibly tough for some of our young men with the social distancing. Some of our kids are very sociable. So to be away from their friends, to be away from that environment of being in school, it's been very challenging. It's been a steep learning curve for them, adapting to e-learning. But one of the things that we do in our program is that we just continuously communicate with our young men through FaceTime, through small group activities. Most recently, we hosted a small group workout at James Park, just to keep the boys active, because I'll get the phone calls from the parents that say, you know, my kid has put on like 20 pandemic pounds. He needs to get out the house. All he wants to do is sit around and play video games. So we just have to be very creative and just find new ways to keep them active. But it has been a daunting task to really keep the age.
Thanks, Officer Howard. And again, thank you for your continued service. We are so blessed to be able to have this kind of programming in our community. Next up, I'm going to let Marquise introduce our next guest, Officer Wilson. She's one of our own too. We are excited to have her. President Marquise, we're going to let you do the introduction. We were fighting over you, Tasha.
Good morning, everyone, and thank everyone for being on the show this morning. So far, it has been great. Rachel, my hat goes off to you for your amazing story and what you're doing in the community. And thank you to one of my favorite officers, Officer Howard, for how you are empowering young Black men. That is crucial, definitely, in our society. But I have the pleasure of introducing one of my favorite people. Tasha has been Tasha is an Evanstonian, and Tasha also is a Family Focus kid. So I am proud to say that, because Family Focus definitely helped us through it all. And aside from that, Tasha's just a great person and just a wonderful officer with Evanston's finest, EPD. So it is my pleasure to introduce to everyone Officer Tasha Wilson with the STARS program.
Thank you, Marquise. I love you. I love you all.
I love you too,
and thank you. So thanks for having me. Yes, I am one of the co-founders of STAR program, which means Skills to Achieve Results. It's with the Evanston Police Department, and we were at Chute Middle School, where Rachel's daughter was also a part of that. And we just sat every other week to just discuss like being Black and female in Evanston, just going through the school systems. We talked about everything you can imagine. Right now it's on hold due to police officers being inside of the schools and that whole drama. But just talking to the girls and having them open up and tell us things that I don't even know if they're telling their parents, but they felt safe with us because they know we will give them honest advice and feedback on the things that they need. So it came from self-confidence to accountability to just knowing how to step into the room and take charge and how people see you and how you want to present yourself. So we did great with that. But my main pride and joy in building confidence in kids is through the FAM program, the Fellowship of African American Men, founded by Gene Bell and my uncle Billy, William Logan Sr. And I coach girls basketball 5th through 8th grade. And studies have shown that girls lose their confidence between 5th and 9th grade. And so to watch them come in 5th grade, and Fleetwood is a hard place to play basketball when it's loaded. And it's not like cheerleading, because I see a lot of the girls going to cheerleading, which is fine, but there's structure in that. There's not much mistakes you can make unless, you kind of mess up here or there. But to miss an open layup in front of 200 people becomes detrimental to their spirit. And then to watch them go from no confidence in 5th grade to running the show in 8th grade. I have 5th graders who cry the entire game. I'm like, please stop crying. I mean, just catch the ball. Like, come on, y'all, you can do it. And by 8th grade, it's like, give me the clipboard. Let me create a play. And I need the team to listen to me. So just to see that becomes like everything for my soul. Like, it is the most important thing for me. I got my girls' pictures right here at my desk to remind me that they are what's important. And to know that my first kid has already graduated from college. They just go on to rock. So girls in sports, it is a proven fact that it builds confidence. So when kids need something to do, just like we push our boys out there, we got to push our girls out there to do the same thing. So I take huge pride in the FAM program. And I also want to thank you guys again for letting me be here today.
Oh, I'm so honored that you did come, and thank you for bringing up FAM and girls in sports. Girls in sports is huge. And playing at Fleetwood is not easy, right in the hood, everybody watching. So I can just imagine to see that kind of transformation. Tell us, is FAM coming back? What are we looking like? We saw the new gym floor.
Oh, it's
awesome.
awesome.
Saw that on Facebook, which is amazing.
I can't wait to win the championship on that one.
But what are we looking like? Is their season done?
Well, we're following the school board, and we're following what the schools are doing as far as attendance is concerned. So right now it's up in the air. Our last meeting, we were thinking about January, but it'll be difficult because people will be uncomfortable, coaches, parents, students. So we're working that out, but we are so ready. Like I'm gaining the 20 pounds in quarantine because I usually run with those kids. Like that's my Tuesday, Thursday, sweat session, but I don't have them right now. And right now my only connection to them is Snapchat. And I'm like, oh my goodness, if they put me in one more of these Snapchats, I'm going to go crazy. So I need that interaction with the kids, and I really can't wait for them to get back.
Well, we can't wait either. And I'm glad to hear that people are still connecting in Snapchat, James Park, whatever way we can to continue to connect with our youth. It is so important. These kids need us.
They do.
They need us. And they need confidence. We all do. We all do. Please share this video. All my advocates, all the guests, share on this Facebook Live. The people get this information. Remember, we have a workshop tomorrow with Eye Candy Hair Studio. She's giving away hair bags for junior high students, and then a workshop's streaming on Facebook Live. I'm going to watch. That's exciting. That is so exciting. Before we get off the air, this show has been amazing, filled with confidence. Does anyone have any questions before we get out of here?
Yeah, actually, Kim,
Yes.
Betty already asked for extra time, so you can go extra. You can extend it if you want to.
All right, Mr. Man. Well, Miss Betty, you asked for the time. I'm going to throw it to you.
Well, I just wanted to follow up on what Rachel and Tasha and Adam said regarding youth and what we can express to families. I think children develop confidence at a very early age from birth. So it's important to be mindful of what you say to your child, how you say it. People used to ask me, I'm an early childhood educator, and people used to ask me, why do you answer all the questions all the time, all the kids' questions? I said, because they ask the question. If I don't allow them to ask the question, then they're going to feel like it's not all right to ask the question or not all right to come to me if they have a question about anything because I've turned them away. And that happens as young as 2 and 3 years. Kids, they always say, why this? Why? And it can be aggravating sometimes, but they need to have a response and they need to know that you're open to hearing their questions no matter what it's about. And if you don't have an answer, you can always say, I don't know, but let me find out for you, and make sure that you come back to them and give them an answer, because they can ask them, off the wall questions and it might throw you off. Children are very spontaneous and will say whatever, but you always come back to them with a response, even if you need time to figure that out for yourself. So I just want to follow up and say that children need to know that they have support. They need to know that they're beautiful. They need to know that they're smart. They need to know that they can accomplish anything they set their mind to. And the way they know that is how we respond to them and their questions and their experiences. So I just want to put that out there. Thank you.
No, Betty, thank you. And you know what? This is a wonderful way to end this show. I love that you gave us some great affirmations. Children are beautiful. They're smart. They're confident. I'm going to ask everybody around the Zoom, so I'm going to have to go around with my little Zoom arrow. Give us one affirmation for the students out here, or for the parents who are listening, that they can say to the students, that they can say to themselves every day. So Betty started with, you are beautiful. Officer Howard, I'm going to go to you next.
Because I fail is why I succeed.
I love it. Because I fail is why I succeed. Officer Wilson, I'm coming to you.
As a family-focused kid, I am somebody.
Hey, and I got the brains to be somebody, right?
That's right. Every day.
Marquise, I'm coming to you.
I tell my children all the time that you can do anything you put your mind to.
I love it. I love it. Mr. Mackey?
Well, I'll say, without struggle, there's no progress.
That's absolute truth.
That's right.
Tawana, what we got? T. Come on, T. Give us something. You muted, baby. Is she unmute? Okay, you unmute. Okay, there you go.
Come back.
You coming back? Okay, I'm coming right back around. Miss Sandra, you got something to tell the kids? Our students?
I'll say something. Be all you can be.
Be all you can be. I love it. I love it. I'm going to wait for Sandra to unmute. Miss Rachel, I'm going to come to you while I'm waiting for Sandra.
And you guys already know, today will be the best day of my life.
I love it. Every morning I follow Rachel. And every morning, today will be the best day of my life. And I'm like, okay, again, all right. And I love it. It's so affirming. So thank you for that. Miss Ambitious, Miss Demita, what you got?
I am enough.
I am enough. I love it. I love it. And with that, Mr. Man, we'll let you do a shout out and we're gonna end the show.
All right. Thank you. So that's all you got, Head?
That's all we got. Happy Saturday.
Okay. All right. No problem. Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
Hi everyone, my name is Meena Sharma and I'm a student at ETHS as well as a student advocate for Cradle to Career. And I just wanted to talk a little bit about what exactly this challenge is. So this is really purposed so that students all around the community of all different ages are able to relate important information as it relates to COVID-19, all the while staying behind the mask. So this is very important because we want to empower students to be able to amplify their voices and share information that will help themselves and others make sound decisions. So these submissions can be made in a variety of ways, including general PSAs, art installations, TikTok, spoken word, creative writing, poetry, songs, anything that you can think of. So entries will begin to be accepted on September 28th, and the deadline for these entries is October 26th. And you can send those to evanstонc2c@gmail.com. And the great thing about this is that you will get a gift card and gift basket if you are chosen as a winner. And then finally, I am Meena Sharma, and I am behind the mask.
Hola, mi nombre es Verónica y estoy aquí para hablar sobre la importancia de usar una máscara. Es importante usar una máscara para disminuir el riesgo de ser contagiados por el coronavirus. Y también estoy aquí para invitar a todos los estudiantes de Evanston a participar en un challenge que se llama Behind the Mask Challenge 2020. Recuerde, cuando usando la máscara, colócala sobre su nariz y asegúrese que la máscara está ajustada a su cara. También recuérdense, cuando se quiten la máscara, manténla lejos de usted y también sobre la superficie de cualquier lugar. Y cuando se la quite, recuerda de lavarse sus manos. Soy Verónica and I'm Behind the Mask Challenge.
Hi everyone, this is Mayor Steve Haggerty, Behind the Mask. We know masks save lives during this pandemic, and we need everyone in our community to wear one. I'm so proud of the young people who are pushing this campaign in our community. Remember everyone, wear a mask.
Family Focus Evanston is Behind the Mask.
Hi everyone, this is Claudia from Metro Squash Evanston, and we are Behind the Mask.
Hi everyone, this is Jude Laude, Director of Programs at the Youth Job Center. Here at YJC, we're all behind the mask.
Hi guys, I'm Jillian and I'm from ETHS and we are Behind the Mask.
Hi everybody, I'm Doug Silverstein, President of North Shore University Health System's Evanston Hospital. And on behalf of our entire team, we congratulate all of the students who are behind the Mask Challenge. Let's keep all the residents of Evanston safe. We're certainly behind the mask.
I'm Lawrence Eckerling, conductor of the Evanston Symphony Orchestra. All of us at the Evanston Symphony are wholeheartedly behind the mask.
Hello, this is Demetrius Cook with the Evanston Police Department. And the Evanston Police Department, we are behind the mask.
This is Mike Ellis with ETHS Basketball. Last spring, our season was defeated by the coronavirus in our return three-peat trip to the IHSA State Final Four. Don't let it defeat you, your loved ones, or our Evanston community. Help us protect our opportunity of playing basketball this season, but more importantly, help protect your family and your neighbors. Together, let's defeat this coronavirus. E-Town!
I'm the chair of the Evanston Arts Council, and we are definitely behind the mask.
Hi, this is Marika Ramos, Executive Director of Evanston Cradle to Career, and we are behind the mask.
This is Lisa Lede from Lift Your Life Radio on Radio La Différence, wanting to let everybody know that we support Behind the Mask. Woo!
Hello, this is Dolores Holmes, and I'm Behind the Mask.
Hi everyone, my name is Vesna Nunez, and I am a clinical nurse manager at North Shore University Health System, Evanston Hospital. I am so proud and excited to hear that the Evanston students are taking on the Behind the Mask Challenge. We at North Shore are committed to keeping our patients, our team members, and our community safe. So once you join me and get behind the mask.
I am behind the mask.
This is Officer Adam Howard of the Evanston Police Department and the Officer and Gentleman Academy, and we are behind the mask.
Life in Progress is behind the mask.
Hi, my name is Tracy, and I'm a registered nurse at North Shore Evanston Hospital. I wear my mask to keep my patients, community, and coworkers safe. Won't you join me and get behind the mask?
I'm Anna, and I'm behind the mask.
Hi, everyone. I'm Lakshmi Halasamani. I'm a physician at North Shore University Health System, and I want to thank the young people for organizing this Mask Up campaign. None of us is an island, and the more we recognize how wearing a mask helps support and care for one another, the sooner we can get back to the activities and connections we all love and miss. Thanks so much for masking up.
Hello, who's there behind the mask? Not the Lone Ranger. It's Pastor Clifford Wilson encouraging you to wear the mask. It helps to protect all of us. God bless you.
We are behind the mask.
Listening to Evanston Cradle to Career Advocates for Action on Radio La Difference. Please tune in next Saturday for another show.
You're showing us the way. You're showing us the way.